Good morning, good morning. Oh, there we go. Now it's doing something. Hello, I would like to pay my respects to the spirits of the land here, where I'm not quite sure whether it's going to rain or not. I think it says 30% chance that it will, but it's still the sun, so I chanced it and put some washing on the line. As you do, you chance it. All right, so currently we have the moon in Aries, so we are feeling the eclipse energy already. All right, so good morning, Abby. How are you, lovely? Hi, Kathy. Go look at this. I got my Queenslanders on today. All right, so hello, Alicia. How are you? I hope you had a good weekend away. Yay. All right. So today, guys, we are in the full dark of the moon, all right? So there is not very little moon that you won't be seeing. Good morning, Ange. How are you? All right. So and we have sorry. Okay. So we've got this massive pile up, all right? So right in Aries now, we have Venus at 3 degrees. Good morning, Elizabeth. It's actually tomorrow morning at 4:19. So for us in Tassie and Australia, Eastern Seaboard. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, so it's tomorrow morning. Morning, Jen. Hi, Susan. Yay. All right, so currently Aries energy. All right, so remembering that all of this is being ruled by Mars in Pisces. All right, so we are Zen. We are, and it's so close to Saturn. It's conjuncting this week. All right, so we know that the strength we need, strength and determination and responsibility is all on us. We find the strength that we need to get get the job done from within. All right, whether you are calling on your guides, your whatever your jam is, there's this sense of spirit that is here as well. Okay, so the determination comes from within. Remember, Saturn is that subconscious, that belief system that you hold in here, right deep in your brain. All right, so we have Venus at 3 degrees of Aries. I hope you are, and she is closely conjunct Hygeia. So, like myself, I went out and I've done my workout already. I set an alarm this morning and titled it my Venus in Aries workout. And even though I had to amend it because yesterday I old personed, I sneezed and pulled a muscle in my back. So I did my workout today, and like I said, it was titled Venus in Aries because Venus is in Aries and she is just doing the thing. All right, so no more excuses, no more Pisces. I can't be bothered. No, Venus has testosterone and she has muscles and she is Wonder Woman and she is doing all the things. All right, so Venus conjunct Hygeia, exactly, both at 3 degrees. You are doing the things that you know you need to for your mental health and well-being. No excuses, guys. No excuses. You find that strength from within. All right, so then we've got the moon currently at 6 degrees of Aries. We are emotionally charged, all right? So we've got all of this energy, even though good morning, Karen. Even though, all right, we've got Mercury retrograde, and even though we're in the dark of the moon, we are still driven from within to do the things. Now, just a heads up before I continue on, the next, like for the rest of April, guys, Chiron and Mercury retrograde and the Sun conjunct Chiron, Venus conjunct Chiron, your previous wounds are in your face. All right, so sorry, I've got really, really angry hands there. So you cannot avoid these things. So you might as well gracefully, responsibly, within your power. Don't let other people dictate what you're doing. You are addressing these things because it is finally time to release them and let them go. You are an independent person with all the power that you need at your disposal. You just need to go and find it and address the things that have previously held you back and just move forward. All right, so back to today. All right, so the moon was at 6 degrees. The north node is at 15. Good morning, Kath. The north node is at 15 degrees Aries, okay? So this is that eclipse cycle. It is you versus the balance point being, do you do you need other people too much? Are you codependent? Are you relying on other people to get you where you want to go? No, North Node is in Aries, and it is all about independence and you functioning at, within your finding your strength. All right, then we have the sun at 18 degrees. All right, so coupled on the 5th, we had that sun conjunct North Node where we could see our path forward. All right, now tomorrow, the 9th, the sun is conjunct Chiron. So this is what I'm saying. Right now, you've probably got all of these wounds or all of these previous old hurts, and they might not be fresh, but they are, they are a pain point. Okay, so they, we used the analogy the other day. I don't know who it was. Someone that's a nurse. You don't just whack a band-aid on a wound that is not clean. All right, so here we are. We're taking the band-aids that we have been putting on for so long, and we are making sure that there is no festering in those wounds. We are making sure, that analogy of the rotten piece of fruit is, that wound doesn't still hold some sort of infection that is going to continue to affect you as you move forward. All right, so that is tomorrow. So again, Chiron, it is time to clean that wound. It is time to address the things that it has done. And with Mercury also in the mix, doing that review process, it's about looking at the way that we have previously thought about it and directing that thought process to the strengths that you have gained rather than the limitations that has potentially given you in the past. All right, so, and then we have that Mercury at 25 degrees of Aries retrograding. So we have so this week, we've got the new moon solar eclipse tomorrow morning at 4:20. We've got the Sun Chiron also on the same day because they are all at 19 degrees. All right, so Sun, Moon, and Chiron, 19 of Aries, you cannot escape it. All right, then we have Mars conjunct Saturn on the 11th. This is that the strength and determination to do the right thing, to be responsible for your own actions. And then we have that beautiful Mercury Cazimi, the retrograde Mercury Cazimi on the 12th. All right, so lots of up here, lots of in here, lots of luckily, all of that sort of delusional, confusing shit that we had with Venus, Neptune, and what the hell is going on. Mars and Saturn are less likely to be deluded, I feel, in this place. All right, so, oh wow, that was pretty full on. All right, now in addition to the Venus conjunct Hygeia, which I spoke about at the very beginning of that little dialogue, they are opposing Lilith. All right, so they are opposing Lilith in Libra. And just the same as the eclipses being in Aries and Libra, that part of you that may have suppressed things in relationships, that may have allowed you to be convinced that you needed that assistance, that you were incapable of doing it on your own. Lilith is there and she is saying, fuck that shit. All right, I can do. Oh, my light's not even on. There you go, guys. My light is not even on, and that happened then. So, what are the things that you need to say to people that are going to put you back in that independent place? Are you in a relationship where you have been gaslit for the longest time and you just believed because it was part of your own family story? Are you just playing out a very old, outdated family system idea that you just, someone gave it to you, like I was saying the other day, they gave it to you because it was their protection story. And out of love, they wanted to protect you, but different age, different era, different person, different situation. You are currently able to look at these thoughts with this Mercury retrograde, conjunct Chiron, all the rest of the stuff that I have said, and direct those thoughts into a more productive and independent place for you. And that stemmed from what needs to be said. What is Lilith asking you to express that has been suppressed or repressed in you in relationships? Whew, okay. So, and it is just full on. All right. So, like I said, I've done this week and just the rest of April. Like it's just bang, bang. Next week is huge. So just don't shy away from any of the things that you feel like you are responsible for, because you are. That inner strength and that inner determination is yours alone. You do not need other people to tell you which way you need to be going. It is your path. And yes, we cohabitate with people. And yes, we have responsibilities of being, mums and dads and families and all the rest of it. But ultimately, you were born on this planet and it is your North Node path that you are following. And when you are at your best and when you are living your purpose and, and doing all of the good things for you, like drinking enough water, exercising, making sure that this physical vessel that you are traversing the landscape with is at optimum health, then you're in a much better, stronger, more confident place. All right, so I guess this Venus Hygieia is really, really important to me at the moment, because I've been doing a lot of my own work, and I've realized that in order to let people know who I am, I have to tell my story. And that has made me so uncomfortable for the longest time, because I wasn't allowing myself to see that how my story and what I've been through is my strength. So me to by allowing myself to give credit where credit's due, because where I am now is because of where I've come from. Like, part of the story is, do not ignore the signs and symptoms that your body gives you. All right. If you have a symptom or something, oh, cancel that. If you have something that your body is continually telling you and you are ignoring it, then that's going to lead to a world more pain than you actually addressing it. Even if, like myself, I had to, after a year, I don't know, after a year or more of going and seeing GPs, it was my own realizations that made me go and find things. Yeah, good, Sally. Good morning. So yeah, I mean, I don't really want to get into my story right now, but the point is, don't ignore signs and symptoms that your body gives you. You must address them. And if you're not satisfied by a general practitioner, then find alternative Hygeia. She's the goddess of alternative health practices as well. So, there is always going to be someone that knows what is going on. All right. And that is part of spirituality. That is honoring your vessel. All right. So, and let's let that go. Okay. All right. No worries, Jen. Have a fabulous day at work. All right. I'll just draw a card and then I'm going to finish, because I too have a flat out day today, but I made the time to go and do my exercise because it's the right thing to do. So even if you just do a couple of minutes of meditation or journaling, or, the things that you avoid because they're not a priority. Well, they are. They are a priority. You must do the work. So, and the card is... Ooh, wow. Oh my God, I love it. All right, so look at that. Look at that. That is perfect. All right, so here we are in the middle of, our past experiences, these birds back here, and the strengths that our wounds have given us that can help us go forward down that North Node. We are in the middle. We are assessing. We are contemplating. Our past wounds do not define us, but they have been part of what has built us into who we are today. Okay. So, I mean, that, I don't know if you know what the normal meaning of the Six of Swords is, then that's awesome. But I'm just looking at as, this Sun North Node, these decisions that we're making the, the mental responsibility and the stories that we tell ourselves, we can direct that very, very strongly. So go forth, ladies and gents, if there's any gents here or gents watching. Honor yourself. Remember the Venus Hygieia, she knows what to do, and she's not lazy about doing it either. So, if you want to start a good habit, even though we are in the dark of the moon, we still have that mental strength at our disposal. So, mwah, have a great one, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Unless you're in my accountability, in my coaching group, and I will see you at 7 p.m. tonight for a cracker of a session tonight. So take it easy, and I will see you then.